Hello friends, it's Alfred here from Other Miniatures, and it's Wasteland Wednesday, and we have this, I don't know what it is, a Ford Ranchero? Yeah, 1974 Ranchero. I've been sitting around this model for a while, and it's been on my desk, and I was wondering what I'm gonna do with it. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have a good idea for it, yeah? And I still don't think that the idea that I have for it is brilliant, but it's better than nothing. And I've been literally just pondering over this build for a while. So first of all, I just gonna throw this. You've seen that, played multiple times. I love it. It just gives the car, no matter what the car is, the post-apocalyptic look. Yeah, somebody just put the armor on the front window. Absolutely makes sense. Yeah, it all absolutely makes sense. Yeah, and I was thinking, what else could I do? So I bent this piece of what do you call it? This was a cotton swab. Yeah, and I'm thinking, we can have a hold bar on the back here. So if somebody is standing on the back, they can actually hold to the car, well, to the holding bar. So I'm just gonna add that in here. It is, I know it is kind of superficial change, but all of those changes are technically superficial, unless I'm gonna disassemble the car and do a lot of stuff to it. Yeah, and I'm planning to buy a airbrush again, like a fifth one in my lifetime. Yeah, and I need to replace my old compressor because my old compressor is well, kaput. Yeah, just like the the leader of the Third Reich. And then I'm thinking, why not put a blunderbuss version of a motor on the back? It is something that I have in my collection, and I rarely ever use that. And that could be an automated motor. Yeah, just like just shooting the driver's enemies, which makes this back a little bit busy, but it's not busy enough just yet for me, because why would I leave it busy like that? Yeah, I need more. So I'm thinking fuel barrel. As you can see, the bottom of this is flared, so I need to clear it out. This is basically just whenever you set up 3D print, it tries to flare up the base a little bit, and I printed straight away on the base. So yeah, it did flare up. But I think that one bed was like 300 barrels or something. And believe me, I used a ton of them already. So yeah. And they are just miniature Warhammer 40k barrels. I just make them smaller than what they were originally supposed to be. So I have this, we have this, we have that, we have this. Again, the side windows, that's always the problem for me, because technically I want to armor them, but practically... Yeah, and I know this was a perfect example of non-language, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that nyam was, I really don't know. Maybe or no or yes, either works. I would love to put something in here, but I don't have any engines left. Let's just try to go back to my 3D printed spare little Nobilis box and figure something out of the things that I have in here. So this is like a drum magazine. This is another magazine. There is another one. So you see, in the case where I really don't have anything prepared for this kind of stuff, it really helps, to have all of those little bits and bobs. So this technically fits nowhere, and it doesn't look like engine or anything like that. But if we just sand this to be flat, yeah, it can then sit in here. And then if we sand this to be flat, just give me a second, it's not flat enough yet. So we can put this to be the engine, then this, and then we have this gun, like little, it is a hood gun, but we can put that as an air scoop on top of that. So we have two things that I already kind of finagle in. This is gonna be a disaster or great looking thing. It can only go two ways, it cannot go anything in between. And so we have this, then we can have this giant scoop in here. So air scoop. And I just glue myself already to the car, which is what I always want, you know. Just a little bit of DNA left, my DNA left on the car. And then I can put a dab of super glue in here and use that drum as a front of this entire engine. Yeah, it's kind of look like an air filter. Alright, and then I can use this as sticking out air filters on the side. Yeah, and again, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea if that actually makes sense to anyone who is into converting cars. And either way, yeah, I really don't mind, but yeah. It still gives the guy a little bit of a space to look through. And if I toss this in, would it cover his... Well, it would cover his line of sight a lot, so let's do that, because that's what I'm thinking, you know, the true car guys would do. They would just toss, you know, something absolutely unnecessary on the top of the hood, yeah? Alright. We have a very weird looking car. I was thinking, you know, maybe some extra exhausts, yeah, but is there really a point? Like I have... no, that's actually broke up from the little plastic car. Now I know why there was a little bit of paint missing from it. So I'm gonna leave it and put it back on. But yeah, like I didn't actually cover the roof, so we can have a guy standing in here in the future. The air scoop is giant. We have like filters over filters. We have something that almost obstructs absolutely the driver's side. I think it is a perfect, you know, wasteland vehicle. Well, we don't have like any bags and anything, you know, to carry stuff on. But yeah, that's it. Let's get this painted. I'm going for another lazy paint job with this one, so we're just gonna be doing dry brushing of him, and then I'm gonna try to put some rust on it, so we will see. No. Okay, I think it is dry enough to don't just be a one big silver blob. I don't know why the desk is shaking so much. Okie doke, so the silver is put through, put on, in and out, whatever. Yep. So we have the metallics done. That was very, very simple and very, very lazy. And now, what I want to do is apply rust. But I have this, you know, acrylic enamel rust effect, and I noticed it actually looks quite good by itself. So what I'm gonna do is gonna try to make it a proper rust bucket. We'll see how it's gonna turn out. So I'm not gonna be skimping on that. It's gonna be applied. It's just look like a blob of brown paint, yeah. But we will see. Just this, and maybe I'm gonna, you know, get a little bit of a concept, maybe a little bit of orange paint mix into that to get like a different variation of the rust. But I really just want to soak it in this paint and see how it's gonna turn out. So yeah, it's an experiment, and you know, I haven't actually done a proper rust bucket in ages. So let's see. Yeah? It just goes everywhere. And it probably would be a little bit better if I put some armor pieces, because it would be going into those armor pieces. But I can see that already it's starting, you know, to move around by itself. And we have a little bit in here. The thing with this paint, you have to wait for it to dry, yeah? There is really nothing that you can do to accelerate it, so this video is gonna probably be a little bit late, because like always with the paint job, I was like waiting till the last minute to do it, which, you know, kind of frustrates me. But yeah. And of course, you know, today is Wednesday when I'm supposed to be posting this video, and I slept after my job. I slept till 11, so yay for me. And let's just grab a little bit of that blazing orange paint. We're just gonna add it here and there just to mix with that enamel paint, and we'll see how this is gonna turn out. It just looks like it is sinking into that paint. But just from looking at it, I kind of feel it's gonna be actually quite nice looking rust altogether. Alright, so I'm gonna have to leave it for probably an hour or two to dry. So we'll be right back. It's mostly dry, yeah, as you can see. The orange, obviously, where I apply it, did actually leave a stain, and the rust effect did actually work out very well on this. I forgot to press play when I was painting the windows and the barrel in here, but I just grabbed a marker and I just filmed up. Yeah, but yeah, this is the entry for today. You know, if you like it, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and whoever else want to watch it. And everyone, have a lovely day and take care. Bye bye.